cool. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? You guys doing good? No? Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I'm doing a little weird too. I know the weather's kind of nice now, but a couple weeks ago it wasn't. During that cold storm we had, I had a couple of pipes underneath my house that burst. And I'm still waiting on them to get fixed. I've been without running water for about 4 weeks now. You guys are here for the show. I'm just here to take a shit. Mission success. It's cool, man. I'll tell a few jokes, a little bit about myself. I have a condition called high-functioning Asperger's syndrome, which is a form of autism. But it's kind of weird, right? Because it's not very obvious about me. Like, you have to spend a lot of time with me to really figure it out, and then it sneaks up on you out of nowhere, like chlamydia. It's just like, ah! I'm retarded. It burns when I pee. It was challenging growing up though, because I didn't know how to like socially interact with people for the longest time. This thing was getting in my way. I didn't know how to socially interact with people for a long time. It took me forever to figure it out. It took me almost to my freshman year of high school to really try. I'll tell you my secret. Turns out, if you break in your mom's wallet and take like $45 from it, and then spend it on weed and try to smoke that weed with your classmates, they'll steal that weed from you. And evidently 1 gram of weed is not supposed to cost $45. There's a lot that day. I didn't tell a lot of people for the longest time, especially before I started doing comedy. And I remember when I told one of my first few friends, is one of my black friends, I told him, I said, I have Asperger's syndrome. And he said, what? I said, I have Asperger's syndrome. And he grabbed his butt cheeks and started backing away from me. Like, it's not contagious. It doesn't work like that. That's fun, man. No, I'm a silly guy. I do a lot of silly things. And like I said, that's not very obvious I'm autistic. Like, I don't do a lot of autistic things. But one of the things that I do is I'm always picking up on random facts I'm always telling people. Right? Like, some recently I've learned is that there's a place in Michigan called Hell, Michigan. You guys know this? Yeah. Turns out it's just Flint. So drink the water and you'd figure it out too. Like I said, I'm a silly guy. I do silly things. I did something really silly the other day. I bit the inside of my lip in my sleep and then convinced myself I had herpes for a week. That's cool. I took an STD test. Turns out no herpes, just syphilis. So that's I tell a lot of silly things, but I had kind of a crazy weekend. Me and my family, last weekend, we just celebrated my mom officially being 6 years free from heroin addiction. Thank you. Awesome, right? She's also been dead for 6 years. But it still counts. And so do her Social Security checks. All right, listen. These shoes were not cheap, guys. It's a rough economy. All right, no, I'm kidding. This is jokes. She was never approved for Social Security. I stole these shoes. Cool. I tell these jokes sometimes and people irk at them. People are like, oh. I always tell them this. My mom, she's a single mother and she raised me. I always say this and I promise it. She would love these jokes. Just not as much as she loved heroin. But that's not the point. Thanks for claps. All right. No, I'm used to it. I am. I make jokes about it all the time, but my friends aren't. Like my coworkers aren't. For instance, the other day, just a couple of days ago, they were asking us what we're gonna do over the weekend. And I asked my coworker, I said, "What you gonna do over the weekend, man?" He goes, "Your mom." I was like, "That is a very ashy weekend, my friend. That's not I don't think that's what you planned on doing." No, it's I make jokes like I said. But another conversation I was having with my buddy Jeff, we were talking about family history. He's telling me how he's at risk for diabetes because of his genetics, and I was like, man, I wish I knew what I was at risk for. He goes, well, if you want to know more about your family history, Will, you should just ask your parents. I was like, okay, I'll get the Ouija board out. She's like, am I at risk for a heart attack? Sacrifice, small and utmost. That's not what I asked. But lung cancer does run in the family. Okay, see? I'm an adult orphan. I am. It's a weird experience. It is because people don't know how to react to especially when you tell them. Like I remember right away after it happened, just a few days, I was working at Burger King. I was telling the guy at work. I said, yeah, man, my mom, she just passed away. She just died. Wow, man, that's horrible. I'm so sorry. But can I get my fries though? No, it's a lot like being a goldfish in Myers, right? You know those goldfish at the back of Myers. Everybody feels really bad when they look at you, and then just go back to shopping. They're like, oh, I need paper towels. You guys left everything else. That's the funny part. Yeah, that's cool. I'll say that joke sometimes, and people are like, "Wait, you only talk about your mom. What about your dad, though? You never talk about your dad when you tell that joke." And I'll say this: my relationship with my dad is a lot like a game of whack-a-mole, right? I can't find the fucker, but when I do, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I did that joke once, and somebody in the audience was like, "Ooh," I was like. It's not like he's gonna say anything, but if he does, you guys are fun. I like you guys. You guys have a good time so far? Yeah. No, I love this, man. I love comedy. You can't do it without an audience. You can't. So I just want to say this real quick because we comedians, we don't talk about it a lot. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. This is my whole day. I plan all day for this. Thank you for showing up. Seriously. If I was still doing this and it was an empty room, I'm pretty sure it'd be a different room. It's probably padded. Arms crossed. So thank you for not contributing that. That's cool. Comedy's awesome, man. It is. There's so much opportunity to perform throughout the week. Like most nights, you can go up 2 to 3 times, which means you can take one set, start it at the first one, edit it at the second one, and you can kind of perfect it by the third one. And as a performer, that's pretty awesome, right? Unless you bomb at all 3 of them. And then it's just a long drive back to Ann Arbor. You go to turn the radio on, you're like, actually, I don't deserve that. I sit alone with my thoughts on this one. That's awesome. I'm in an interracial relationship with a black woman. Okay, all right, yeah. You get 2 reactions out of that. I get either like 2 people go, woo, or people get mad at me. Which I never understood it, right? I never understood people getting angry at me. Like I've heard so many crazy things throughout my life. Like I've heard stuff people say like colors shouldn't mix and stuff like that. And it's like, obviously, you've never had a gas station slushie before. Because that is the only way. All right, I wrote that one on the car on the way here. I got this Apple Watch for Christmas. I love this thing. This thing's amazing. The Apple Watches are so cool because they track everything that you do, right? And I was sitting in a rocking chair one day and I was rocking back and forth and it was like, hey, it looks like you're exercising. Would you like to track that? I was like, God damn it, I've set the bar too low for this thing. All right, I was jerking off. It doesn't matter. This thing be busting me, man. No, that's cool. I play a lot of video games. Anybody any video games here? The guy who sang. We'll talk after the show. No, I play a lot of games. I play a lot of online games where you have like teammates and stuff, and you always have the opportunity to talk to them when you have microphones. And I always talk to my online teammates on the game like I talk to my cat. Like, I know you can fucking hear me. I know you can talk. Just please. All right, I also wrote that in the car. I'm a big basketball fan. You guys basketball fans, everybody? Okay. Yeah, one guy in the back, my target audience. Sweet. Awesome. No, I love basketball, I do. It's kind of a weird thing with my generation growing up. This weird thing we'd always do. If we took a paper ball or really anything, and we crumpled it up, and we threw it into the trash can, we made it, we'd shout, Kobe. Right? Okay, sweet. The one person in the back gets it. No. No, but like with things that have happened the last few years, things have changed. I think we should change that up too. I think we should start saying Kobe when we don't make it. I usually don't get claps for that joke. People have tried to fight me in the parking lot. No, but like for instance, you get fired from your job, you just make it out to your car, you're like, Kobe. You bomb at 3 open mics in a row one night. Kobe. No, it's cool, man. It's cool. I'll talk to comedians about my jokes a lot, right? And they'll always tell me that people will compliment them on the material they've worked the hardest on, the stuff they're the most polished with. But they don't get compliments on their new jokes. And they're like, oh, why can't I get compliments on my new jokes? And I'm like, wait, you guys get compliments? He was just telling me I'm brave. Cool. All right. Thank you so much, Battle Creek. You've been an amazing audience. Keep it going for your
I did hear Jordan out there too. Jordan! But, Kobe,